to be Peter Brissett with 5 to 7 minutes. Peter Brissett, will I ever be any good at this? Will I ever be any good at this? Peter Brissett.
I'm in the 8th grade in the gymnasium after school. I've just shot 9 consecutive free throws and I missed every single one of them. I line up for free throw number 10. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, brick! Man, will I ever be any good at this? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, perhaps that's a question you've asked yourself before. Will you ever be any good at this? I know I've repeated that to myself many times in many situations, whether that was a hobby, work, or even public speaking. So how do we get good at basketball or anything for that matter? Well, there's a few lessons that I've learned over the years that I think may help. The first thing for me with basketball was this deep desire to play basketball. I was passionate about basketball. I had to play. It didn't matter. I could not resist this strong desire to play basketball. Perhaps you've felt that way about something in your life, something you wanted so badly to accomplish that you would do anything to get it. It would wake you up early in the morning, keep you up late at night, make you turn off Netflix so you could focus on it. I had such a passion for basketball, but would I ever be any good at it? I had some fears and obstacles that I had to overcome for sure. You see, in grade school, I had severe asthma. I could barely run across the playground without having an asthma attack. The thought of playing basketball or any sports for that matter seemed impossible to me. In the 6th grade, the little school that I went to decided to pull together some 4th, 5th, and 6th graders and compete against some other teams. I thought I would give it a try, but I was scared. Usually when I did what all the other kids were doing, I just wound up getting sick. Well, game time came, and I was one freaked out little 6th grader. I had my asthma medicine, my inhaler, an oxygen tank with a mask. I was prepared for anything. Well, the game started. I ran up and down the basketball court. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was breathing just fine. Maybe I could play basketball. Well, it didn't end there. I got into the 9th grade. I went to the big high school across the street. The freshman team had 20 guys on it. We had this thing called the 5th quarter. It was a quarter of game time played before the real game. So all the guys who weren't good enough would get a chance to play. You guessed it. I was the star of the 5th quarter. I use that term very loosely, by the way. I finished my freshman year not ever getting to play in one of the real games. Will I ever be any good at this? The other thing I've learned is that you have to show up. For basketball, it was showing up for practice. Whether that was an early morning practice, afternoon, late at night, it didn't matter. I had to show up. And that wasn't enough. I needed to practice on my own. I basically had a basketball with me 24/7. Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers says it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. I was willing to put in the time and the work and the effort and not give up. But would that be enough to be any good at it? Well, flash forward to my senior year. We're in a super close game. The game is tied. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. We've got the ball. My point guard, Jimmy, is bringing the ball up the court. 9, 8, 7, Jimmy passes the ball to me. 6, 5, 4, and I take the winning shot. And I miss. But wait, I was fouled. I got 2 free throws. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The chances are if I make one of these free throws, we can win this game. Now, we had an unwritten rule in our gymnasium that anytime anybody from either team was shooting free throws, it had to be completely quiet. Now, I need your help, folks. I want you to unmute yourselves. You're going to be my audience. Unmute yourself. Completely quiet. We line up. Standing at the free throw line. The crowd begins to quiet. The referee hands me the basketball. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Swish! Nothing but net! And the crowd goes wild! Woo! The crowd goes wild! We win the game.
Calm down.
Now, this speech really isn't about basketball. And it's not even about me, it's about you. Will you be any good at this, whatever this is for you? I don't know if you will, but I know this. If you have that deep desire, that passion to accomplish it, that's going to motivate you and drive you to overcome the fears and the obstacles that are probably standing in your way. And remember this, never, ever quit until you can say, finally, I'm pretty good at this. Madam Toastmaster.
Wonderfully done. All right.